morning, champions. Happy Wednesday morning, coming to you live from the 5 a.m. club, where we get up early and we conquer our morning to own our day. Hope everybody's having a fantastic Wednesday morning. Remember, not hump day this morning, although it is a chilly one, at least down here in Florida for me, 44 degrees. But all that means is I didn't want to get out of bed this morning. It means I didn't want to go to the gym this morning. My gym is not indoors. It's a warehouse, so it's going to be 44 degrees in my gym. But I didn't get where I got in life by being comfortable, right? I didn't get where I got in life by doing things only when I feel like doing them. And I spend a lot of my time on these videos reiterating that reminder that you have to be uncomfortable and you have to push yourself outside of your comfort zone, and you have to push yourself to do things when you don't feel like doing them, right? My wife and I were actually talking last night, and it was, it's difficult. It's difficult to rush to get everything done at the end of the night, to get we try and get the kitchen cleaned up, and we try and get the boys' lunches ready, and we try and do all these things and get them to bed, and then still do, our routines and have a little time to kind of discuss the day and the week and where we're at in our, and just spend some adult time discussing things and talking about whatnot, because that's important to a relationship. And it's tough. It's tough to rush through all that so that then I can get up in the morning. But it's so important, right? It's so important to us to have those routines, and then to get up early and to get the kids up and to have breakfast and to just have everybody on the same page. So I reiterate that because the easier thing to do is to stay up late. The easier thing to do is to just be like, okay, finally, I've got some quiet time. And you almost, there's a psychological kind of, I forget what it was called. I was reading about it the other day, where it's like when you feel like everything's out of control, when you can only control like doom scrolling at night, that becomes what you kind of cling to. And so pushing myself out of that is important. And then pushing myself to do things when I don't feel like doing them, but when I'm uncomfortable. And right now it's a cold morning. And so I say all those things in kind of my rambling morning edition to remind each and every one of you there, as you get up this morning, it's cold for most of you, right? Maybe you don't want to get out of bed. You got to get out of bed. You don't want to sit at your computer and turn your camera on. You got to do that. Put a hat on or a hoodie or whatever. I got a nose strip on. I mean, come on. Like, you can be on camera. You may not want to then get off of Zoom and make that first dial. You may not want to put in that massive activity. You may not want to do these things. But that's what we all signed up to do, and that's what yields the most results, and that's what is going to pay the bills and then get us to financial freedom and all that stuff. So you got to do that too, right? You've got to put massive activity in to yield massive results, and you've got to do it day in and day out. That's why I keep going to the gym, right? I can't stop doing it, or else I will get back to my old ways, and my old ways were really overweight, out of shape, and not in good health. And so I've got to stay committed and dedicated to that. And repetitive actions over a long period of time are going to lead results in my personal life, in my fitness, just like they will for our career, right? And so we've got to push ourselves. And so when we talk about aspiring to be better today than we were yesterday, and doing that every single day, that's really what we're talking about, right? We're talking about the fact that if you even take a couple weeks off, it can really lead to a big regress in our abilities and our talents and our momentum. So we've got to keep that momentum. And as far as SLS goes, getting up every day, doing the same thing, showing up to the meetings, being positive, absorbing everything we can, right? Today's national training, so a lot to accomplish today, a lot to learn today. That's going to make us all better. So Sorry for the long rambling for that. I think it's important. I think it's important that each and every one of us work on that and work on getting a little bit better. So don't forget, 8 a.m., your Breakfast Club call. 8:45, national training. Show up there. Henry and I will be running that. You don't want to miss it. So many important announcements, so many important training topics, so many important things that help you be successful, and that's why we're doing it. And so please make sure that you are there. And then as soon as we finish that, then it's all about jumping straight to the phone. So make that your routine this morning. Make that dedication and commitment as you wake up this morning to getting 6 hours plus of talk time today, putting in the effort, and I promise you the results will be good, and you will be grateful for it. So let's have a fantastic Wednesday. See everybody on the National Call soon. I'm out. Woo!